Hello everyone and welcome to another webinar by Royal Cyber. My name is Amar Nadeem and I'm a Senior Business Development Executive at Royal Cyber, and I'll be your host for today. Before we start, if anyone is not able to view my screen or hear me properly, kindly notify me in the chat window located on the right side of the pane. Once again, if you guys are not able to hear me or view my screen properly, do notify us on the chat window located on the right side of the screen. Now for a start, I want to talk about how IBM Watson Analytics enables guided data exploration, automates predictive analytics, and facilitates seamless dashboard and infographics creation. This makes it possible for you to interact with data to gain insights into trends and to get answers you need to differentiate in a crowded marketplace and take your business to the next level. But first, I would like to talk a little about the agenda for today and a little about the Royal Cyber Incorporated profile. The agenda for today is we're going to discuss the Royal Cyber Incorporated profile, and we're going to talk about IBM Watson Content Analytics overview. What are the Faceted search using IBM Web Content Management, WCM categories. Then we're going to present a demo on IBM Watson for you guys, and last but not the least, we'll have a question and answer session. Let's talk a little about Royal Cyber. We're basically premier business partners of IBM, and we have provided solutions specializing in software deployment. We are an IBM Premier Business Partners and IBM Authorized Trainers and Microsoft Certified Gold Partners. We have a headquarter in Chicago, Illinois, and we have a global footprint with offices and development centers across North America, Asia, Europe, Africa, and the Middle East region. Our strategic move of establishing an offshore center in Asia has helped us to reduce cost and provide highly competitive rates to our valued clients without compromising over quality. As always, we have a great speaker with us. Let me introduce you all to our speaker for today, Mr. Leslie. Mr. Leslie Johnson has 16 years of experience in IT industry. He is currently working as a Senior Solution Architect at Royal Cyber on IBM WebSphere platforms and having expertise in architecting solution on IBM Digital Experience Suite, IBM Connections, and IBM Watson Content Analytics. And without any further ado, let me hand it over to Mr. Leslie.
Thanks, Amar. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining this webinar. Before we get started, I have a quick word about this webcast. This is basically to introduce the IBM Watson product and its capability, and especially we are going to concentrate on more on how we can enable the facilitator search through the IBM Web Content Management category. And we welcome your questions and feedback and urge you to take a part as much as possible. We'll do our best to answer your question during the question and answer session of this webinar. Let's start with the presentation. Okay. IBM Web Content Analytics is a product from IBM which deals about it's basically a search product, and it has the content analytics component inside, which will collect and analyze the structured and unstructured content in the form of documents or email databases, websites such as blogs and different websites, and with especially on the enterprise repository, which will which will contain all the enterprise related data in it. By providing the platform for basically IBM Watson, it will crawl and import the content, and it will parse and analyze the content based on the searchable index. So it will help perform the text analytics across all the data in the enterprises. This is basically targeted for the enterprises scope, and it's not like Google, and it's for the enterprises to make the data easily searchable across the organization to make a better business growth as well as decision making, and basically the users in the organization, they can search the data in the form of analytical way and in the normal powerful search. So it has the content mining interface which will help the business analyst in the organization to interactively explore the data from the different facets and discover relationship and anomalies between the various facet values. So this basically it provides both admin interface as well as application interface that is designated for the search for the enterprise user, so that they can quickly quickly search and find the relative documents, and it will provide the rank list of results for the end user search. Okay, let me take you through overview of the IBM Watson product capabilities. So basically, it's extend the search capability, and it's perfectly fit with all J2E application, especially on the IBM website portal product. You can we can form enterprise portal with very good search platform across the organization. So on the supporting the data sources for the to crawl the document across the organization. So currently the product IBM Watson is supporting 37 crawler across the various applications such as the DB2, Exchange Server, FileNet, JDBC databases, Notes, Quicker for Domino, and in the form of for the website portal, it provides the seed list crawler for both website portal site as well as IBM Web Content Management. And not but the least, it also fetches, it also crawls the Unix file system and all the website, such as enterprise blogs and various department websites. So the biggest part, because value added for this product, IBM Watson product, is it maintains the access control list of the various sources of data, which can filter based on the end user, and it will show the the set of document which are visible to the who can see the data. So basically it filters all the it travels through the document access control, and it will show the end result. For, meaning like for a one user, if they want to search and such a document which they don't have a permission to view it, it won't come in the part of the search results. And it also provides the search scalability in the sense like enterprise level workload. We can create a cluster of Watson content search, and we can maintain for the high availability with providing the web server to serve the request for for the larger data of larger audience. And also it provides the custom facets and categorization based on the metadata of multiple sources. So in the sense like sorry, the metadata in the sense like information about the document, for example, when it's created and who has modified, those data, is it a form of a text, or is it a form of a document or PDF, and so many type of documents. So it's basically, it scrolls all the in-depth level, and it provides meaningful data to the end user. So it has come with the powerful search administration UI, which is basically a G2E application. Which will be running on the IBM WebSphere application server platform, through which Watson product administrator can configure the crawlers and so many collections and the content analytics tools. They can they can use it very powerfully in order to meet the organization needs. Okay, this is basically in the slides you're seeing the IBM Watson search application, what the end user will see it. So this basically gives the sorry. So the facet tree basically it form if the user search or any keyword or anything, so it will basically it'll check the collection and the collection of document which created the index. So based on the year wise, if you want to see when the document is get published or any doc PPT or any form of document, so this will give the facet tree will give the detailed information about the year wise. So this also configurable, and also with the with the form with the type of file size, if it is less than a 10 KB document I want to see, they can narrow down the results, which will give the flexibility to user to see the respective set of search result in order to view all the entire search results. So it has various interface such as facet tree and category groups, and the thumbnail view, and the typograph search is one of the key feature of the IBM Watson search application. As in you type in, it's automatically the artificial intelligence of the product, like it fetches what you're intent to search. It will give the suggestion and type ahead feature, and the end user can add the alert button for the current query which they are running, and they can save the result to for the future view. So the search results provide with all the selection of the content, and the thumbnail, it will generate the thumbnail, and end user can see the different details of the document, which we will be seeing in the demo of our this webinar later. So, coming to the the agenda of the webinar part, facilitated search using the IBM WCM category. So in the organization, who are using the IBM Web Content Management extensively, so they will come up with various category to categorize their web content for quicker search or quicker representation of the web content. So this facilitated search will the configuration will improve the searching of the web content through the IBM WCM repository. So these are the steps to to make it to make the WCM category to to show the facilitated tree of the WCM category inside the enterprise portal, which uses the IBM Web Content Management tool. So these are the steps that we need to perform. This will be too technical, but this is the steps to perform. Probably we can see in more detail in the demo. Sorry. Okay, this is the administration application of the IBM Watson product, through which Watson administrator can configure the facilitator. So this basically, this product have two different set of application. One is enterprise search collection, and another one is content analytics part. So enterprise search collection, wherein the administrator can create the crawler for various sources, like such as that we slides. So Microsoft SharePoint and a website portal and WCM and Unix file system, various enterprise repository. So here, once I create a crawler, so this will start crawling all the data with including all the metadata, so, and it will show what are the percentage of the progress on the collection, and also it will show the how many numbers of document it's crawled, and those information we could able to see it from the administration application. Okay. This part basically, since we have taken, the IBM WCM categories, so this all the whatever you've seen here is the metadata of the, typical IBM Web Content Management set of data. So wherein you can create a separate new index field to crawl the category, not to show the faceted tree in this IBM Watson search application. So this configuration we need to make it in order to show the all the category, and it will crawl. So during the demo time, I will show the in detail how it will be fetched on the real time example. Okay, so this is the typical view of the IBM's Watson search application. So it's basically a G2E application. This can be plugged into in any G2E application or portal application. So IBM Watson search product comes with IBM Watson search portlet, which is the extension of the IBM OmniFind Enterprise Search Edition. So it's an advanced version of OmniFind. Is called Watson Content. So they added a lot of feature in terms of the content analytical part. So this one we have taken the G2E application for a demo how it will look like. So in this particular the screenshot here, the facet tree, it will show all the for example, this keyword, your keyword, is being presented in the event category with 140 document associated with this. So from the end user point of view, they can drill down, they can narrow down the search result based on the category that the search results returning it. So similarly, the category tree, this is a different type of category tree, which administrator, Watson search administrator can can define the rule on the category to show this many number of tree structure on the results, so that they can narrow down the results. So, and in the right hand side you can see the metadata information about the search results document, about such as document ID and the source and the date in which it's created the content and the category in which it's bind in the IBM WCM system. So this all the information. So probably I can, yeah, can move to the another featured part of the search application. So this IBM Watson search application comes with a lot of flexibility for the end user, wherein they can customize their layout and with the different, suppose if the end user wants, they don't want to see the facet tree for their search, they can make it uncheck. If they have unchecked this option, it won't be visible for that particular user. It gives more personalization for the end user not to show the unwanted things or whatever they're selecting. So so it has various templates, and they can rearrange the the UI in the Watson search application. These are the additional features of this application, wherein the end user can it gives more flexibility for the user to choose what not to see on their interface. And also it provides the option to save the results as well, which cannot be seen in most of the search application. So it saves the data of the the search results that they performed previously. Okay, now we will get into a demo. Probably I'll just share the the working application so that we can go through in detail how exactly it works in the real time. Just please bear with me. Okay, so so probably I'll just log out and then I'll just show you how exactly the okay, now I'm going to log in to the search application. Okay, so here in this UI you can select what are the collections you want to collect against. So it all depends on the access control that been granted to the end user. So currently I'm able to see the four collections. So I can select in particular collection, and I can do the search. So this collections may be to various enterprise repositories, such as first can be pointing to the SharePoint, and second one can be pointing to the different web application or blogs or any supported content repository. So here, so this is what I'm talking about, the type ahead. So this IBM Content Analytics product is well enough to show as soon as the end user type the keyword, it also fetches the set of various set of number of document that user can see it, and also with with the bar chart on it and how much content is there. So if I just type this particular keyword, this basically is going to return different results for this particular keyword. So in this we'll start about this particular UI, so to show the detail of all the metadata value. And so the end user can set their preferences, like suggest a spelling check and search for synonyms, and similarly for various tab that you're seeing here, they can customize it. It's morely mostly this can be almost all the interface that are part of the search application can be customizable by the user, but not normally all the application provide this feature. But IBM Watson, they have they are providing more more option to customize the user interface for the end user. So once we add the category metadata into the collections, so for this particular keyword, this particular keyword represents around 17 web content under this particular on the Watson IBM WCM category. So here there is a configuration change that you can make the absolute path of the the WCM category which resides in the IBM WCM system. So for example, this is they call it as taxonomy. This is the higher level, and the subject area resources all are category under the taxonomy. So this particular keyword is represented in 17 web content inside this category. So user can select this to narrow down the results basically. So this basically searching within the search within the search. So probably this will this will keep appending it and the search text, and it shows rewind by the category. So this category has all this set of document through which user can drill down their searches to a granular level that they can see all the information what they wanted to see. So this will be very helpful and useful for the enterprises who are having very large data, and to make the end user to search more with high search capability for the end user. So this category tree is automatically forms. This will be a this is the same structure that you can see it in the IBM WCM system. So the administrator, the Watson content administrator, will be adding it statically, like during the collection of during the creation of the collection, WCM collection, they'll be adding it. So on the dynamic rule that IBM Watson search provides is basically to fetch particular this keyword where and all is there on the web content, the matches, it'll come up with the count actually. So these two are the basic difference between the facet tree and the category tree is the Faceted tree, it will fetches dynamically from the from the crawler. So it will fetches how many documents is available for this particular keyword. Whereas this category category tree will be, it's a kind of a static configuration, wherein the Watson administrator can configure these all set of category as and when they get added in the IBM WCM category. So it will be a static addition to this category. But when the user performs the search, so it dynamically fetches all the content that are related or the falling under this category with the number of documents for this particular keyword. And also it provides various relevance to the particular keyword, or the published date, or date ascending and date design. And it also provides basic pagination and other feature. So here user can select for various preferences, with what they need to what the IBM search application needs to do, so something like results per page, and show thumbnail and show summary, all this configuration or preferences that that end user can perform and provide the more rich UI experience for the end user. So this also made it available for the for the tablet view. This is is partially responsive for the tablet, and for the mobile responsive, we need to make a little customization of this application in order to suit it for the mobile, basically the responsive part of it. And also, as I said earlier, this document, whatever I'm seeing as part of the results, is, or it will Watson's search, Watson's content analytics server will first will check the ACL access control part of the document, and then it will check whether the user is privileges to see this information or not. Based on that, it will it will return the results. So this is all about the the search application and the facilitated tree, how it how it will narrow down the results to show the to show to the end user, and what they are trying to achieve in terms of the searching searching a content in various enterprise repository. Yeah, Amar, I have done with the demo. Probably you can take it over.
Okay, thank you, Mr.
Yeah.
Leslie, for the lovely presentation on IBM Watson. So guys, since we're live and interactive, I would just like to ask everyone, if anyone has a question, we're going to unmute all you guys, and if you guys have a question, you can ask us right away, or you can type it on the chat window located on the right side. Once again, we urge everyone to interact in this webinar since we're live and interactive. So if you have any questions, you can send us on the chat window, or you can ask away since we've unmuted you guys. If you guys want to have questions come up later, you can always email us at info@royalcyber.com. Once again, it's info@royalcyber.com. I'd just like to thank everyone for joining this webinar from Royal Cyber. Thank you and have a great day.